picked two T54 lightweights, two AMX 5100s, two IS3s, and one T37. Over on the NRD side, though, they're going with a fairly similar lineup as well, actually. One AMX 5100, though, two IS3s, one AMX 1390, that French Tier 8 light autoloader, and then two T54 lightweights as well, and of course the T37. So, jumping in now, we've got 10 seconds left. I'm going to be rolling out with the guys from the SuperNoobs. So, definitely excited to see how this one goes. I think both of these teams very good, and we've just seen NRD make some really big plays in their match just then to take out HMNZ. So, okay, right now though, looks like they're rolling out, and we've got NRD heading straight towards the one flag. Well, with at least some of their tanks sending a couple of their heavies towards the middle area there. If we can see, that's okay. Yep, IS3, and I think they've got, another IS3. So they've got the rest of their tanks heading up early on. But look at this, we can see right here ChinaNet and the rest of these lights coming out from NRD. They are really making this push, and they are trying to make it work. Right now though, the T37, Deadman walking, he's just been taken down. Not a major loss, but still though, that first tank kill goes over towards the SuperNoobs right there. Corby Tenchi, he's getting into the fray right now as well. Dropped down to 82% HP, but NT Lock, he's just taken down Wilso's T54. Corby Tenchi getting some more shots across on towards that AMX 1390. One more shot will take him out. There we go. Feliska takes that one and puts a kill on the board with his IS3. Right now though, the T54 lightweight is going to be the next focus for these SuperNoobs right here. One more shot, there we go. It is reading all SuperNoobs right now. The NRD crew, they tried to make that push work. It has not gone to plan, to put it lightly. 6-0 so far on the scoreboard. Whew, and wow, they have not managed to take down a single tank, and look, even there, Corby Tenchi manages to dodge the shot between from Extravagance. His IS3 coming out right there, so that is really not good news for the SuperNoobs whatsoever. And here we are, Extravagance is going to get eliminated. There we go, Sunbow does the work, does the final cleanup there, and just like that, that is one map out of 3 to the SuperNoobs. So let's go ahead and update the scoreboard there, and yeah, taking a look at the battle report now, we can see that obviously NRD, they just didn't get enough shots out. They just couldn't survive for long enough to put any meaningful damage on the board. I mean, on the other side, SuperNoobs, they've got 1.9k damage, 1.8k, 1.5k, 1.1, and only one member of NID this time around had over 1,000 damage. Was the AMX 5100, which you definitely expect, but yeah, just really hard for the rest of NRD. I mean, Death of Rats and the T54 lightweight, 526. AMX 1390 got 431. But those IS3s as well, I mean, they tried to push them out the middle, but I'm not too sure that worked at all for them, because they were pushing the IS3s up the middle. And if we can maybe even do a quick little kind of diagram here, so to speak. So we had the IS3s pushing up around about, well, let's say around about this area here, and so they were pushing up this line. We had the light tanks pushing all the way up here and facing the SuperNoobs, which we'll put them as maybe a bit darker orange up here, facing the SuperNoobs, who are all kind of gathered up around this area. And those IS3s, they came out kind of here and here, and they couldn't get any good sort of firing positions on towards the clump of SuperNoobs here. So really, that's why we're seeing in the game right there, both of those IS3s with only 350 damage or so. So, there we go. We're getting some more. They are on fire with the tank picks. Look at that. We're getting them underway immediately. Death of Rats. First up for NRD, pick 2 IS3s. We've got Call Me Tenji, 2 T54 lightweights for the SuperNoobs, 2 AMX 5100s for NRD and for SuperNoobs. NRD then pick a T37 and another AMX 5100. So they like the AMX 5100 that time, but this time, of course, they are on defense. So, not too sure. Call Me Tenji, T54 lightweight, T37. Death of Rats, T54 lightweight, and another T54 lightweight. There we go. So a few changes made towards the NRD's lineup, and you know, I think, yeah, I think that could definitely work. So yeah, we'll have to keep our eyes out for sure. Oops. Alrighty, so now that I am actually in a spectator tank, okay, there we go. So we're jumping into it. Here we are. We've got all of the SuperNoobs. This time they are going to be attacking here in Ruinberg. And let's go ahead and run through their lineup. I don't think we've actually run through the SuperNoobs lineup today. But up the top, they have got NT-Lock, who is going to be one of the 2 SuperNoobs members in that French Tier 8 heavy auto loader, the AMX 5100. You've also got El Payaso in his AMX 5100. Hien in the T54 lightweights, as well as Call Me Tenji, Feliska, and Sunbow. And we've also got, last but not least for the SuperNoobs, Lysandra San in the T37. Over on the other side though, NRD, let's run through their lineup as they head out of the gates. We've got TKRR in the AMX 5100, Deadman Walking his AMX, as is Wilso 2276, Extravagance in the IS3, Panzer here his IS3. We've got a T54 lightweight being driven by Death of Rats, and China Net there with a T37. So that was actually an early hit, but luckily for China Net, did not actually take any damage from that one. So potentially gleaned a bit of useful information, and I'm actually really liking where the SuperNoobs are setting up right here, because that's exactly where NRD are setting up right here, because that's exactly where the SuperNoobs are gearing up to push towards. We can see there, oh, someone's getting a little bit too far out. That's one T54 lightweight that NRD are not going to have in their lineup for much longer at all. There we go. Call Me Tenji takes down Death of Rats, and well, I was just saying how good it was because they were all heading down there, but well, they didn't know that. So not good news at all for NRD, losing a very valuable Tier 8 so early on in the piece right here, as we see a Ricochet flying past the camera. Call Me Tenji right there, dropped down to 54% HP. Hien managing to get some nice shots across those AMX 5100s, really are doing work right here. So El Payaso taking down Extravagance. Let's jump back on towards the SuperNoob side. We've got NT-Lock here. He's going to be heading up towards the main bulk of the action as Lysandra San takes down Deadman Walking. So they've lost one AMX 5100 on the NRD side so far already. It's not looking good for them. NT-Lock takes down China Net as well. Suddenly only 3 Tier 8s left on the NRD side. One more AMX is going to fall. That's going to be Hien taking down Wilso 2276. And I don't think one AMX and one IS3 are going to be able to take down the entirety of the remaining SuperNoobs team, of which they have 7 players out of 7 still up. So there we go. El Payaso here going to be helping out. Sunbow takes down Panzer here, but just like that, Hien takes down TKR. Another clinical display by the SuperNoobs, and well, that's what they do. So that's what they do best, the SuperNoobs. Just brilliant execution there from those guys. And taking a look at the battle results right now, we can see up the top for the SuperNoobs, we had Sunbow there with 2,200 damage. Hien as well in the T54 lightweight with 1.5k. El Payaso just about 1.5k in the AMX 5100 as well. But over on the other side, well, TKR once again, he knows how to play the AMX 5100. But overall, NRD, they are now, well, actually I was about to say that they're out, but of course this is the semi-final, so they're not out. They are going to be playing in the game for third place next up, which should be exciting. They're going to be facing the loser of BTI versus Horseman, which is the other semi-final going on at the moment. So once that one's finished, we'll be jumping in towards the game for third place. But for now though, guys, we're going to be going off to another short little break. Don't go anywhere after this. More tanking action coming right up.